friends, I'm Jody. Welcome back to This Beaded Life. So today we are going to use a couple of the pieces from the PandaHall collaboration that I did with PandaHall. We're going to use some of the, oh goodness, what was it called again? Sunstone. And we're going to use the really pretty quartz components. We're going to make a pair of earrings, and we're going to use the sunstone with those, and then we're going to make a necklace. But with the necklace we're going to use, I have some crystal quartz, and I have some really pretty, I believe they're check glass, like minty green and light blue, and then I also have some really pretty check glass beads here too. So I wanted to show you a couple different options that we can do with these, and just kind of, I like the like frosty look of it, and I think that you guys will too. It's kind of like a little wintry theme. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and just make a couple things and have fun. I'll be right back. Okay friends, so you can see I have a lot of stuff out here right now. So we're gonna make an earring like this. This was really super simple to make, and very pretty. So I'll make sure I try them on for you when we're done with everything. And I have everything here. So I have the 8mm sunstone, faceted sunstone that we're going to use. I have some chain that we're probably going to use for this, and then whatever's left over if we need it for the back of our necklace that we're going to make separately. And I have a couple jump rings and an ear wire as well. So we have all kinds of great stuff. So just so if you want to remember, the sunstone was really pretty. So I ended up getting 2 strands of the sunstone, and it would be $14.03 when I did it. And then these were a 5-piece set, and they were $4.08. So you can see that this is going to go a long way for me. I can probably do a ton more stuff with it. And I still, after our earrings and our necklace, I will still have enough to do another pair of earrings if I wanted to. So we're going to use this today, and we're going to make our earring first, and then we're also going to make a necklace using some stuff from my stash to go along with this. And I went ahead with some like gold coated, they're like meteorite type beads, and some crystal quartz, and then these pretty check glass beads. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a good time with it. And so first for the necklace, I did 2 separate little strands here. Do I have enough? Oh yeah, I do have 2. Okay. So let's see. I can't remember how many links I had. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 of them at 5 links. And this is just your regular like cable chain. It's nothing fancy. So we're going to cut right here. That'll give me 5. Did it go through? I've been getting a lot of questions lately about my tools. I'm going to leave the link for where I got my tools. They were through a shop in Etsy. And as a matter of fact, I need to go on there anyway because I've been wanting to check out to see what they have that's new. It's been a while since I shopped on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they were really nice. They came in like a leather case and everything. So they're easy to travel with, which, you know, I have traveled with them. And they're just super nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So this is the one I want to cut right here. There we go. There. Okay, So now that we have that, we can grab our jump rings and we're gonna hook them onto our little finding here. So let me get my pliers. I took a bunch of stuff to work today to kind of play around with stuff, but I only did a 30-minute break, so I didn't get much accomplished. I've decided I'm gonna do like a little jewelry line for the upcoming year. So I haven't had any finished jewelry on my Etsy, and I've been trying to buy beads for it. Like I have like certain ideas, but I'll show you guys when I get there. I'm not anywhere close. I got a bracelet and a half today, so I'll make sure I get working on that so you guys can check it out. But I have some really cute ideas that I wrote down, and yeah, I'm excited to try it out and see. And then I think I'll probably try to do a little bit of advertising, you know, on social media, like on TikTok and Instagram and everything. So, yeah, I'm really excited about it. I've been doing some research, and it looks like the one thing that I found is that like TikTok really helps, but you can't just show your jewelry. Like you got to talk to people, and you got to show them your face, show them what you're all about, because they want to get to know the person to trust you with your jewelry, with buying their jewelry. So it's kind of interesting. And since I don't mind talking on camera, I'm pretty used to it at this point. I figured that's something I could do easily. So I'm going to try to get that rolling and see if I can get some jewelry designs out there and maybe get like a little clientele or something. That would be really awesome. It's going to take some time. It takes time, that's for sure. All right, so then after we get the chains on here, then we're going to hook it onto our eye pin. We're going to drop our little sunstone bead on there. And we're just going to do a, I did a wire wrap loop. Okay. Have to double check and see what I actually did. So let's do our wire wrap loop. But yeah, I think I really would like to have a finished jewelry section in my Etsy shop in case somebody wants to, you know, buy some. And then there we go. And we can trim that off. Squish down anything that needs to be squished down. Fix our little coil there, because that one got a little wacky. And we want to make sure that our loops are facing the right direction. So both of them should be facing you. If they're not, you can just do a quick little turn of your loops just to get them even. And then there we go. All right, and then now we can put our ear wire on, and then we have a pair of earrings. And here they are. Here's our really cute pair of earrings. Very pretty. Very simple, very pretty. All right, we're gonna set that chain aside. We're gonna set the sunstone aside because we don't need that. And we're going to go ahead and get this all set up. We're going to need some bead stringing wire, and so I decided I'm going to use the Soft Flex in Champagne. It's one of my most favorite ones, and I have quite a bit of it, so we're going to use it. Oop, oh, there it goes. So I have this really beautiful check glass that I really have been wanting to use, and it's just so pretty. And with that gold, I mean, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? So that's what we're going to do. Now, I do want this to be not super long again, so I'm going to just kind of measure on myself about where I need it to be. And I'm going to cut one strand and we're going to make a second one the same length. And then I'll let you know what the size is here. If I can find my little tape measure. You know, you guys, if I didn't have to look for my cutter or my tape measure, well, anyway, it's probably about a foot each, okay? Maybe just a little bit more. And then we're going to need some crimp tubes. I'm using the Softflex #2 crimp tubes. I need some more of the #2s. I've got some 2x3s in here, and they're just too long for what I'm doing. All right. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just do one side at a time. So let's hook this side on first. Let's get our crimp on here. And we can feed that through. These are really great too because you really could just put them on some chain and call it good. Struggling with my crimp today. There we go. All right, so we got our crimp on there. Then we're going to use our magical crimpers. To make our little crimp ball. And there we go. Okay, sorry, I had to jump off here real quick just for a second. All right, so let's kind of divvy up because I know I always run into the issue where, you know, towards the end, I'm like, oh, how many of these do I have? And how many of these do I have? So I'm just gonna make 2 piles because we have 2 sides. So there's 9 and 9, 11, 11, 14, 14. Okay, so we got 15 and 15. Do 3, 3. You know, we may not need chain. I don't know. We'll see. If we do, then we do. If we don't, then that's fine. All right, so it looks like I'm going to have 1 extra of these, but we could do a little extender on the back because I do have the chain. So we can do that with that. So let's do 5 of these. 5 of these. Okay, and I don't have any extras of these. So that's perfect. Okay, good deal. So now we know what we have. And we do have the most of this gold, clear and gold check glass bead. So let's start there and let's develop our pattern. Haven't really thought about how I want to make this look, but I know that with these colors, I probably can't go wrong, honestly. It's going to be really, really pretty. So let's start with a couple of these. I said they were like meteorite, but I think they're more like an English cut maybe. I don't know, but they're gorgeous. And then let's grab some of the more of the ones with color in it, the rondelles here. And let's do one of those. And then 2 of these. I cut myself plenty of extra string just in case if I did have enough to go all the way up. But if that's not the case, then that's fine. And then just to kind of keep our numbers even, I'm going to alternate doing 2 with the crystal quartz with 1 rondelle and so on. And that way it kind of keeps us more in line. Either way, it's going to look absolutely stunning with this. It's going to be so pretty. Because that's not even a hole. Okay, I'm trying to poke it through something that's not a hole. All right. There it is. We can do one of these. These are all roughly around 8mm in size, by the way, just so in case you're wondering, they're all close to the same size. Need that, and that, and that. And 2 more. And then we're going to use our last 2 of these with 1 of these. Yep, I think we are going to want to add some chain for sure. And then I'm just going to save my crystal quartz because I don't want to just put it on the back if we're going to use some chain. So I'm just going to set it off to the side with my other little guy here. Or actually, I could do 1 more. Oh, no, I can't. I don't have enough. Okay. And then we're going to save our little check glass beads too, because I'll use them in another design, I'm sure. So we're going to go right about here, and just by feel, I kind of feel like it would be close enough for me. And then adding an extender would probably be good. So maybe we will stop here, and then I can always add the extender, but we do need to get a clasp because I always seem to forget something. So let me grab a clasp real quick, you guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I finally have everything I need now. All right, so let's go ahead and close off this one. And we're gonna close it over our clasp. So let's put our crimp on here. And don't worry, I'm gonna save these because I can use these for like a bracelet with some links or whatever. I mean, it's gonna be, I can use it for some stuff. All right. And then this one we can actually fit through some beads, which is fantastic. I do like that if we can get through 1 or 2. Okay, there we go. And let's do a little squish. And that way, if I want to wear this really short, I can, or I can use the extender and wear it a little bit longer. Okay, this one's going to go in my little scrap container that I have. And then we can go ahead and get started on the other side. And we're just going to do the same pattern on the other side. So let's grab our crimp and go through our pendant. I like the size of this pendant too. I think it's like a great size. It's not super big and it's not itty bitty bitty. It's like just such a nice size. And like I said, it would look really good even just on a chain. Like just connect your chain to it. It would look so cute. And you don't have to do anything else with it. Okay, there we go. And now let's go ahead and string this one up the same way we did the other one. There we go, got that started. I really have been I've been digging through my stash a lot lately, especially just because I'm trying to get myself organized. Like I said, there's been a lot of beads that I have purchased recently, you know, for the intention of doing some finished jewelry. So I've been pulling those things out and trying to get that ball rolling. I'm also trying to get I'm really trying to get my regular website up, but it's been so busy, you guys. I think I'm going to honestly have to wait till after Christmas. I gave myself to like the first month of the year anyway. So I don't know why I'm feeling all guilty about it. I still have a place to sell things that I need to sell. And, but It'll get there. It'll get there. Baby steps, right? Baby steps. I've already done so much more in 2025 than I had set out to do. And I'm very proud of my accomplishments, and I'm very grateful to have been able to share these things with my bead friends. I mean, it's just, it means a lot to me that you guys are here with me on your journey, but in my journey too. And it's so nice to know that we all have company, right? That, you know, when we have things happen to us, we can, you know, sit down. I have people that I watch, and I sit down and I watch, and I'm like, oh, this is so refreshing just to sit down and watch somebody make some jewelry. And, you know, I'm not being the maker today. I'm watching somebody be the maker, and it's really a nice feeling. I really love it. Okay, so we got this one on. Oh, nope, I don't need that. I'm just kidding. I don't need that one. We need 2 more of these. And then I'm just going to go through and double check to make sure that I did this right, because all too often I miss something. So looks good. It looks even. All right, let's put our little jump ring on here. So we're going to grab our crimp. It was hiding from me. And our jump ring. Go through a couple of these beads. And we want to make sure our loops are about the same size, you know, on our beading wire. So let's just take a quick peek. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I like to see that they're about the same size. And just tug that down just a little bit. There we go. There. Okay, put that over there. This is what our necklace looks like. And I think it's really, really pretty. But let's go ahead and put our extender on here. So we're gonna use this for our little dangle for our extender. So let's use this little guy. And we're just going to do a little wrap. And do a little snipping. There we go. And then we can open this up. And I think that if we did an extender that's about an inch and a half, that should be plenty. Just gives us that little bit of extra there. Okay, still have a lot of that chain left. All right, and now we're going to put on our bead and our one end of our extender chain. And then let's close that up. Oh, that's cute. And then let's open up this one. Put the other end on. And there we have it. All right, guys. This is our cute little pendant and our cute little earrings. Love them so much. I'm gonna try those on for you so you can see how it all looks. And to me, like, I think I'd wear them together. I mean, why not, right? So this one doesn't have any peach in it, but that's okay. It doesn't have to. All right, hold on one second and I will have you flipped around. Okay, friends, let's get the earrings in first. I already took all my other jewelry off. Ooh, here, let's flip the light so we can have a little bit of light here. Oh, I like these. Those look really, really pretty. Okay, so let's try our necklace on. There we go. I was having issues for a second. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try the closest one. Whoop. Okay, so that's the one that's the closest, and I do like that little like collar or choker style necklace. That looks really, really pretty. It's very sparkly. Let's do the one that's about an inch, inch and a half out. I'm telling you, I have like butterfingers, guys. And then there's the other length. So doesn't add a ton more length, but I think it's just enough to just get it off my neck here. And I think it looks really, really pretty. Especially looks really nice. It like stands out on black. There. Looks nice. All right, guys, I hope you like this one. So, yeah, thank you, PandaHall, so much for the collaboration again. I really enjoy working with your products and showing everybody that you can get very beautiful, high quality items with you guys. All kinds of stuff, so much stuff. It's almost overwhelming when they say, okay, go shopping. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. So, anyway, I hope you guys like this one. I will have the links below for the stuff that I got on PandaHall. I won't have the links for the other items because they were from my stash, so I have no idea. And yeah, that's all I've got. Oh, I will put the link for my tools because you guys have been asking for my tools. I'm going to include that on every video now because I think that everybody's getting to the point where they're wanting to replace their tools. So I will leave you the link for that as well. All right, guys, I was sending you all my love and I will talk to you later. Bye, everyone.